How to toast oat chips for winemaking. Before we start toasting our oat chips, let's talk a bit about the impact of using oat chips in our wine. What does oat chips do for wine? If the aging of the oak is done correctly, it can improve the stability in the wine's clarity and color, reduce or soften the harsher characters that are often associated with younger wines. Most common types of oak for wine. French oak, Quercus petraea, has high content of tannins, secretes a moderate amount of aromas, unlike the American oak. Here the annual rings are lying close to each other, which means the structure of this kind of tree is very fine. Content of tannins gives the wine a longer shelf life. American oak, Quercus alba, gives a more powerful taste toward vanilla. Also, the American oak is cheaper than the French oak. This kind of oak is characterized by growing relatively fast, have a low content of tannins, secretes big amounts of aromas, and has longer intervals between the annual rings. This oak type is most used for powerful wines. Step-by-step guide. Step 1. Find some quality oak. It's important to use oak of good quality and that the oak has never been in touch with any kind of chemicals or similar. Step 2. Choose your type of toasted oak. Let's talk about the 3 different types of toast. 1. Light toast is typically made by toasting the oak by a low temperature for a short amount of time. This helps to facilitate the formation of vanillin taste and the chemical compound from lignin, which is responsible for the vanillin taste and the aromas. 2. Medium roast is toasting in a higher temperature for a little longer than the light toast. This toast gives a toasty, caramel, and maple flavors with a little hint of vanilla. 3. Heavy toast is usually performed over 2 steps. First, the oak will shortly be heated up by high temperature. This step will result in a dark toasted surface, which gives a smoky taste. After this, the oak is often given a medium toast for a little longer time. Vanilla aromas can appear while heavy toasting oak chips, but it will usually be predominated by a more burned, smoky coffee taste. Step 3. Time to toast the oak chips. We are going to use the oven to toast the oak chips in this video. First up, you shall preheat the oven to your desired temperature. 2. Next up, cover your baking sheet in aluminum foil and spread out the oak chips on the sheet. It's also possible to wrap the chips into the aluminum foil if you like. 3. Put the oak chips in the oven on the middle rack. 4. Then set your timer. Remember to take a look at the oak every 15 minutes or so. 5. When the time's up and you are satisfied with the chips, take it out and let it cool. Congratulations, you got it. Enjoy your very own homemade wine.